We're live one more time. I'm what you need. You watching my channel. You know what you can like, share, subscribe. You can do it whatever you want. You can even donate to this channel. The donation is in the chat as well as it's in the description. We're talking about the fight card tonight, which is, are we talking about the fight card tonight? What are we doing? Let me just check. No, we're not talking about the fight card tonight. We did that already. We're talking about a hot topic here. We're talking about it's time, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a hot topic. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a hot topic tonight. You know what it is? It's time. It's about time. For real. More than about time. It really is time for this to happen. This fight should have happened. This fight should have been happening now. This should have been the fight that was happening. But it is not happening, right? This fight makes all the sense in the world. Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Should have happened already. And Floyd Mayweather's in Dubai. We know he's detained in Dubai. But Floyd Mayweather finally steps up from the Tank Davis Tank Davis protection program, and finally he's telling Tank Davis he's ducking Shakur Stevenson, and Shakur Stevenson is on the live with Floyd saying, "Come on, Tank, it's about time you face me." And Tank's been trying to trump up all kinds of things about Shakur, but at the end of the day, homie, you need to face somebody. You ain't facing nobody since you've been in boxing. Nobody. Okay? We're talking with respect to divisions and the best in the divisions. You have faced not one single top fighter in any division. Tank, you've been collecting those paychecks, but you ain't been doing shit. You say, well, Tank faced Ryan. Ryan wasn't the best in the division at the time. Ryan got more balls than you. He faced you and he faced Devin Haney. And he's benefiting from it. Seems as though actually Ryan versus Devin Haney pay-per-view has done very, very well. And I already talked about it in another stream. That pay-per-view actually did very, very well. Sorry for coming in so late. I'm what you need. You're watching my channel. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget you can like, share, subscribe. And don't forget you can also donate via PayPal. The link is in the chat section as well as in the description. Feel free to join in. I'm not going to take too long, though, because the stream has to be short. This is a fight that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to give you just 3 reasons why it makes sense. 1, Shakur Stevenson. At this point in time, he's going to be facing some Haratunian guy that Frank Martin was supposed to face. Shakur Stevenson is at the end of his contract with Top Rank. 2, Gervonta Tank Davis, when he gets past Frank Martin, he's free to fight whoever he wants. A Shakur Tank Davis fight can happen. And 3, they're in the same division. We just saw Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. And we saw that fight made money. It made at least over $500K, which is a success. At least. Okay? And those 2 fighters got paid out. Ryan Garcia has just donated $20 million to the Palestinians. Shout out to the Palestinians who are suffering. And Israel can go to hell. Fuck Israel. Okay? And not all of Israel, because the people in Israel also are protesting, and there's an uprising in Israel as well. They're arresting people in Israel. So I don't say Israel, I mean the fucking leadership of Israel. Specifically Netanyahu and his people. And all the settler colonizers. And the leaders of the IDF. Fuck all of y'all. So they trying to influence right now what goes on in America. And Joe Biden, who's a Zionist, fuck Joe Biden. He is giving all the munition to Israel to influence American politics influence kids on campus who are protesting what is happening, just like back in the 60s. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. But shout out to Ryan Garcia for donating money, $20 million for relief for the Palestinians. I don't know how that money's going to get into Palestine to help out the people in Gaza, but whatever. You need to help out the people in the West Bank too, Ryan. Shout out. Lots of heart, bro. Lots of heart. I feel you on that. I feel you on that, brother. But you got to understand, brother, these special interest groups, oil. Hold on one second. These special interest groups, you know, they're interested in the oil that Gaza has, the technology that's been shared between Israel and America, the joint special ops that Israel and America has done around the world to destabilize nations and so on. It's not coming to roost what the empire is, why all these countries work in tandem, Germany, America, Israel, why Israel is an ally. They've all been doing dirty work around the world. They talk about democracy. They talk about freedom. They talk about human rights. But these motherfuckers not about that. They about domination, empire. That's why. I'm going to say this right now. I know it's a boxing channel. Fuck Joe Biden. Y'all make sure he don't return to power because he's just as bad as Trump. You got two ugly apples. Y'all want a suggestion of who to put there? Put this guy, what's his name? He's a black dude. What's his name? He's pro-Palestine. Just hold on, I'm gonna take Cornel West. Put him there. They'll try and assassinate him though. Put Cornel West. That's the only guy that's safe. All them other guys, all them motherfuckers, they're not for you. They don't care about you. And let me just say this: you've seen the human rights and freedoms in America being violated by the police. They're trying to stop people from protesting. But it's only going to get worse. People are going to only react more. They're going to push back more. You already see on social media what's up. You already see what's happening in the UK, in France, all around the world. People are protesting, and they'll continue to protest the bullshit that's going on here because everybody can see the bullshit now. But back to him. I shout out to my boy Ryan Garcia, who's alert on that. He's kind of like Muhammad Ali. He's getting used to seeing these things that count. And he's even talking about how they're killing children as well. That too. Keep it up, Ryan. All right. So anyway, back to what we were saying, though. We're talking boxing. Finally, we get into fights that's supposed to happen. We've been talking about this. Your legacy is not going to be by letting fights marinate. And Floyd's beginning to see it too. Of course, he's looking at his perfect record, but I don't give a fuck. I just want to see these fighters fight each other. And when the dust clears, whoever still got a perfect record, good for them. You got to face the best. But Tank Davis has never faced the best once. Never once. I'm not saying he didn't fight okay fighters and good fighters and even Hall of Fame fighters. I'm not saying he didn't do that. But he's never faced the best once in any division. In any division. The guys he's faced, solid guys. We saw Ryan Garcia just now beat Devin Haney. Yeah, he got a little help with the by violating weight, but I'm just saying he beat him, right? Against all odds, he beat him. And we've seen Pitbull Cruz beat Rolly Romero. We see Rolly Romero become world champion. So I'm not saying these guys are not good fighters. Just saying they're not the best. And Tank cannot get away with not facing the best. Shakur's in his division. Lomachenko's in his division. Kambosos is in his division. These guys become world champion. He's supposed to face them. They're the best in his division. And we know Tank ain't jumping up to no 140 to face Devin. We know he's not jumping up to 140 to face Ryan or 140, whatever. He's not going to jump up to welterweight to face Ryan. That ship has sailed because he's a coward. He pretends like he's all that, but he's a coward. He ain't want to face those guys. He don't want that work. Shakur now knocking down his door saying, I want that work. I want that work. So Tank say what he wants with Shakur. You're going to have to face up to Shakur. You shouldn't be facing Frank Martin next. You should have been facing Shakur next. And saying I'm the top dog and you need to respect me, fuck out of here with that shit. It's about the best facing the best. We don't want to hear that. The fans don't want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. The witness protection program is over. You ain't faced nobody. Nobody. And you want people to respect you? Get the fuck out of here. You've been running a robbery on people by giving them knockouts. It's time for you to fight somebody. Let's see what you really got. And Shakur is next up. Face him. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson. I know Shakur is really serious about this one. He ain't capping. He really for real. Because Floyd actually said, why don't you face Shakur? Which means Floyd was been talking to Shakur, of course. He been fighting, talking to all these young fighters. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? And Devin going to do well. All of these are the great fighters. And whether they come out with unblemished records or not, who gives a fuck? Right now, we want to just see the fights. We want to see the fights. So make the fights happen. Make the fights happen. We're in a different era. We're not in the Mayweather era anymore. Y'all might have grown up watching Mayweather and admired what he was doing. I want to use some of his procedures to face the very best and have terms on your terms. No problem with that. You dictate the terms how you want it. But just understand something. You can't dictate shit if you ain't facing nobody. We don't care about that. Face the people. Face the people. Canelo Alvarez, ducking David Benavidez. Nobody likes that. You ain't a true champion if you're ducking people. You want to call the shots. But give a fuck about you calling shots. That's why, Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. I'm not watching that. For what? Tank versus Frank Martin. I'm not watching that. For what? I'm not paying to watch that. Ain't nobody want to see that. As Ryan Garcia told y'all, people will pay to see the fights they want to see. They're not going to pay you for the fights they didn't ask you for. And Ryan's got it, and he's making real money. He's making more money than Tank. In fact, he's making more money than Canelo for this fight that's upcoming. He's the money man now in boxing because he took the risk. If he rematch Devin, they're going to make even more money because people know the first fight, and especially if Devin beats Ryan. Oh, now we're going to have a trilogy. Anytime these guys want it, they're going to make money off of that, especially if it's an exciting fight. That's what it's all about. Trying to hug a O and not face nobody is bullshit. Now Teofimo Lopez talking about Bob Arum because he missing out on the money. Devin just made big money. Big money, bitch. Big money. Ryan just made big money because it pays to risk it all. It pays. Now Devin ain't even looking for Tank no more because he's not Tank don't bring the real money. Ryan do. Devin got paid. Paid more than Tank. That's why Tank respecting Devin now. And it was a close fight. So it's always a possibility of a rematch. No matter what Oscar say. Don't worry. Oscar don't dictate things. Ryan dictates things. He already dictates what he's going to do next. The world's at Ryan's fingertips right now. However Ryan moves from there, it's going to be important, though. You know what I mean? So you got to give it. Ryan lost to Tank, and he became even more famous after beating Devin Haney. That's what boxing's about. He's the superstar now. So Shakur must get his shot at Tank. I'm all for it. I'm what you need. Peace to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back.